Welcome to the channel. Today I have Land Rover Sport 2013 model. Basically, customer says engine management light on. At the moment I'm not sure what's going on there. I had to plug in my computer and have a look what's going on there. Basically, if you have a like this problem, don't leave it longer. Better to check with qualified mechanic, or otherwise you can buy online cheaper scanning tool and check yourself. Sometime if you leave it longer, it's getting more problems. Better to identify in the beginner stages and sort out the problem, then your car will use long last. However, we go inside and have a look what happened inside the car. First, I'm going to start the car. Have a look the dashboard. Engine management light on, triangle sign on, restricted, performance.
Have you ever faced a problem like this? What do you think? We're eager to hear your perspective. Feel free to share your insights by writing your decision in the comments below. Your input can make a difference.
Yeah, something not right in the engine bay. We'll see. I'm going to plug in my computer. Basically, computer port underneath. This one have a slightly modification because people steal in this car using the computers. That's why he take a additional protection. Right, you can see this OBD connector. There is a cover installed. There is a special key to need to remove this one, because this is good idea for the stealing cars. Little bit you take a protection. This is special key for the this one open. It's like a screw with the special head. Right, now he has access to the OBD port. This is white seat leather. I don't want to put it my finger mark there. I'm using this cover. Going to plug in, switch off the engine and ignition on. Make sure all other electrical switch off, heating, auto lights, radio, because once you've done the diagnostic, you ending with flat battery. I'm going to take a engine codes. Right, there is a two faulty codes, P010B mass or volume airflow B circuit range performance, and then another faulty code P010D mass or volume airflow B circuit high. Basically, they're talking about something not right, mass airflow sensor. I'm going to leave it everything as it is and go to the engine bay. Before you go to the engine bay, make sure switch off your ignition. Right, at the moment computer talk about this sensor. This is mass airflow sensor. Basically, vehicle has two sensors. I'm going to check the part numbers. Yeah, both part numbers look like to me same, and this sensor has a 1 2 3 4 wires. This sensor has a 3 wires. You can see there is another green color connector here, but it's 3 wires. Both same sensors, but one sensor has temperature sensor also. Well, this sensor also has a temperature sensor, but it's not countdown. Right, now there is another scenario. Which one going to be A, which one going to be B? Little bit tricky. I'll show you how we going to find out the problem. First, I'm going to remove this one, behind one, leave it open, and I'm going to start the car. Again, switch off. Couple of time I'm going to start, little bit rev, switch off, again off, just ignition on. Right, now ignition on. You remember previous we have this 2 fault message, and I'm going to back and again try to take a computer codes. Right, now we have another message, mass or volume airflow circuit low input. Right, that's another problem. Basically, I'm assuming it will give the idea which sensor is the A, which sensor is the B. At the moment, I couldn't identify from here. What I'm going to do, I'm going to plug in that connector and going to remove other connector. Again, start the car, switch off, ignition on, and check with the computer. Go back, take a codes. Right, now there is another faulty code came, mass airflow circuit high. This is the bank B. Right, now you have an idea, because when I remove the behind one, it's come only mass or volume airflow circuit low input. When I remove the front one, they're talking about mass airflow B circuit low, B circuit high. Then we know the previous messages, basically first two in the beginning, and the third one P010C, mass or volume airflow B circuit low. Right, now we know which one is the circuit sensor B. Now I'm going to switch off the car. Right, this is A and this is B. Right, now you know how to find the circuit. If your vehicle has because this vehicle has a twin turbo, that's why the two sensors. However, it's come with the one airbox divided to the twin turbo, then again going to the inlet, whatever it's going inside there. Right, now next step, you can do two things. Sometime you can remove the sensors, clean and install and have a look what's going on there. But this scenario I don't have much time, because today raining and the customer happy to change it, otherwise it's take a long time. You can swipe this one to here, change, plug in, erase with the computer, little bit play up. If you have a time, then you can save a bit money. However, this scenario I don't want to play around because I have a minimum time. Then I'm going to change sensor B. What we need to do, I already disconnect the wire harness. Then there is a 7 mil need to remove here. Right, after that, little bit tight, just wiggle and remove, and you can leave it out of the way. Then after that, I'm going to take out sensor here for my thing. I think there is a 8 mil head, two nut holding, one is here and the one is other side. I'm going to remove and show you. Be careful, don't going to drop in. If you drop in, you have to add one more job to this job. Right, one out, leave it safer place, and there is another one inside inside top here. Now little bit move this hose to this side and remove the top one. Right, next step, we need to give little bit wiggle and remove the sensor because it's hold with inside o-ring rubber. Right, because this inside o-ring bit swollen. See this one, when you're going to install, don't going to install here. If you install here, you can't install to the this hole. What you have to do, first I'm going to leave it this one outside, check the old one and the new one, 1 2 3 4 pins inside, yes, identically same. First I'll show you inside. Have a look inside. There is a groove, need to go in first, this one like this. Right, after that you can install this sensor. Otherwise, if you install o-ring here, it won't go in. Same thing, little bit hard, it's bit tight. What I'm going to do, I'm going to apply tiny coating WD-40, just tiny. Right, just tiny layer, not too much. See, miracle spray, it's going in, boom, very easy. Right, after that we need to do this screws installation, but make sure it won't drop. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take a bunch of sleeves here, take one leaves, leave it like that and press in. Now you can see it won't, it came out because that leaf not strong. Whatever suitable for you, you can do it. I'm going to try this one, just leave it like that. Right, this one should be okay. First do couple of thread, just do couple of thread by hand and leave it. Next one also same thing I'm going to do, take something, leave it here. See, it's holding nicely. Right, it's in. Right, after that need to install this hose. Right, bring it up. This one number 7. Right, okay, all done the engine bay. Tidy up, go inside, reset the light, have a look, all working fine. Can we go inside? No. See, need to plug in this one first, then after that you can play with the computer. Right, lot of leaves come out. Okay, this is my table at the moment. I'm going to ignition on first and make sure there is a bunch of faulties there. I'm going to clear all cords. Now have a look, is it clear? Yeah, at the moment no present cords. Right, I'm going to ignition off and start the car. Have a look, your engine management light and warning light disappeared, only ignition on, and this door open. I'll close the door, and also it say bonnet open. Then I'm going to close the bonnet. Right, close the bonnet. You can see the dashboard. It's clear up. I'm going to couple of times switch off, start, switch off, start. See, all dashboard clear up nicely. Only the one message there, service required, is not for the related this job. However, I'm going to check with the computer again. No present codes. What I'm going to do, I'm going to leave it everything as it is, and I'm going to take to the small road test, and I'll show you what's going on here. I'm middle of the road test. Vehicle has a full power now, no funny warning light, all good at the moment. Right, complete the road test, and also it's a smart key battery low. That's one also not related to the this repair. However, I'm going to switch off the car, parking brake on, ignition on, and I'm going to check with my computer any faulty codes in there for related thing. Codes, you can see no present code. Right, I think you learned something from me. Basically, if you have a like this problem, don't going to ignore, contact your local mechanic, or you can buy online small scanner like this and check yourself. Google, if you're not sure, Google, you can find out a lot of things in the Google. If you're not, you can try YouTube. If you're not, you can contact me, I'll help you, don't worry. Right, I am happy. And the other thing I'm mentioned this point, if you do like that things repair for the customer, take a road test at least 5-10 minutes, make sure all okay, then after that you can hand over car to the customer. Otherwise, some garages do the repair, hand over to customer, make it program. You need to go here, there. Sometimes customer say, oh, my car not right, something wrong, then you have to ask him to come back again. Then you are going to mix up. Customer program also will be aware of the problem. Make sure after the repair, take a 5-10 minute road test and make sure all happy. If you happy, then after that, hand over to customer. Or some garages say, oh, done the job, blah, 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 take a money. After that, problem still there. They know exactly, but they take a money. Then after that, they going to take a customer all way round the ball. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you have any question, comment, suggestion, please mention below. I'll come back to you as soon as possible. Please subscribe and follow my channel. You can get a lot of useful video and tips like this. Thank you. See you with the next video.